MIG going crazy. That's they say, and even worse. What's up, my nigga? What's up, boy? That's they say, but even worse. How you doing, man? How you holding up? That's they say, and even worse. Yeah, I'm gonna drop 25, man. That's they say, and even worse. Yeah, my nigga, keep your head up, boy. All right, guys. Let me see your paperwork. Since we've got a scandal, we've got shock, we've got surprise. Let's have the conversation this morning. This is public service announcement. I think that's what this is. Public service announcement pertaining to we the people, we the community, Black Americans, descendants of slaves. I'm trying to see, are we live? And it appears that we're not. What could possibly be going on? Well, anyway, we're going to go on through it. Listen, guys, thank you for joining me. Tavares Squared Up. Y'all know what these are? Pertaining to that paperwork. As you can see, it's playing alongside me. The bad part of the game. So we had some brothers who was arrested last year, who were indicted last year, and the paperwork come out. The paperwork is very important because this is how we identify who's confidential informant, who's working with the people, who is snitching per se. This is not our own. These individuals have been induced into a state of participation in some mess that's not beneficial to them in the long run. My opinion is they're a victim just as much as they are an assailant. They're a victim just as much as they are an assailant. 1985, 1984 dawned the crack era, and riches were achieved throughout the late 80s and the early 90s, and then it became glorified. And through that glorification, our community has been seduced by this idea of thuggery, of criminality, of gangsterism. You see the pictures there. People sitting in rooms discussing world affairs. This is what really happened. And we, Black American citizens, are what you consider pawns on the table. We're pawns on the board, on the world chessboard. So, the shock, the outrage, it's warranted because you have brothers who have lived their life a certain way pertaining to a certain code, and then you see their names in the paperwork, right? By the grace of God, I was able to pull back, to step away, to figure out another alternative by the grace of Lord and mercy. Truck, hooray. If it wasn't for trucking, I don't know where I'd be. Probably fixing me one of these right here for those who know, for those who don't know. For those who know, for those who don't know. Truck, hooray. I wish it wasn't like this, but wishing won't make it a reality or a change. So with that being said, guys, we've got to make the conscious decision. On some posts, I've been posting a phrase, squared up lifestyle, squared up lifestyle, squared up lifestyle. Because all those ills, all those concerns, all those hostilities will be neutralized if we turn away from the thug, the gangster, the criminality. The thug, the gangster, the criminality is the death spiral of Black American citizens. There's no ifs and buts about it. What we have allowed ourselves to become through the coercion of white people in very high paid places with the nod and assistance of Black people in high places have done this to us and are doing it to white Americans now. They don't have to focus on you, Black Americans. Their focus now is destroying white Americans, having white Americans go against white Americans. Black Americans, descendants of slaves, have already been compromised. They don't need to focus on it. A lot of times, guys will say, white people are doing something to them. But I disagree. I think white people are in fear and scared of you. Anytime I have interaction in the general public, they're very sorry. They're very accommodating. They're very regressive in the way that they're moving around when it comes to my interaction. And so I don't think they're out here hunting you. I've said this before. I think we've taken on the ideology that we the baddest thing in the jungle and ain't nobody gonna fuck with it. But as you hear 41 Savage saying, it's bad and even worse. It's bad as they say and even worse. Other song. Haven't they burnt us niggas enough for you to learn? These are the questions. Have they burnt us enough for us to learn? Okay, so again, we've got a huge scandal in Athens, Georgia, pertaining to the release of some hearings pertaining to two brothers who were heavy in a lifestyle that has some consequences, and people are shocked, flabbergasted, awestruck by the way people's names are in the paper. Forgive the people whose names are in the paperwork. Forgive yourself for thinking that there is a code of the street. Nobody wants to go to that place. Nobody wants to go to that place. Ain't that how they do it? Ain't that how they do it? Come on, man. Squared up lifestyle, God, family, business, country. Squared up lifestyle, God, family, business, country. The names, the accusation, the truth, the proof, the paperwork don't lie, man. The paperwork does not lie. Are we not on Facebook? Oh, we're not on Facebook. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Tavares Squared Up.